Alright, number 11, we just want to verify the identity. So we start with 8 sine theta cosine cube theta plus 8 sine theta cosine theta, and that's equal to 4 sine 2 theta. So we will probably need to use a double angle identity, because I see that sine 2 theta pop up. So probably look at one of these in addition to part of the simplifying process. Okay, so I'm going to write this down. I'm going to start with the left side, and we're going to go from there. So we have 8 sine theta cosine cubed theta plus 8 cosine theta, 8, that should be, I just put the cosine first, that's fine, and then sine cubed theta, just wrote it backwards, but that's fine. Alright, both these two terms have 8 sine and cosine in common. 8 sine and cosine, so I can factor out the 8, 1 cosine from here, which will leave me with 2, and 1 sine from each of them, which will leave me with 2 sines there. So this is going to be 8 sine theta cosine theta. So after pulling out 8 sine and 1 cosine, it's going to leave me with cosine squared here. Cosine squared theta. And then after pulling 8 sine and cosine, it's going to leave me with sine squared theta. So plus sine squared theta. So it's plus because that was in the middle. This is a Pythagorean identity. This is just equal to 1. So anything times 1 is itself. So this is just going to leave us with 8 sine theta cosine theta. Alright, and then from here, that looks like that double angle identity. So 2 sine cosine. So, and what you could do is just factor out a 4 if you wanted to. Looking at this, you can factor out a 4. So if I factor out a 4, that'll leave me with 2 sine theta cosine theta. The reason why I want to factor out a 4 because I knew that was the identity. This is equal to 2 sine 2 theta. So that 4 comes down. I have sine 2 theta, and that's what we were trying to get. Okay, so the first step wants us to factor. Okay, so we factor, and what we got was 8 sine theta cosine theta, and then times we had sine squared theta plus cosine squared theta. And then the next step we did, we applied the Pythagorean identity with this part, and that left us with 8 sine theta. And they might want me to put these in parentheses. 8 sine theta cosine theta. I'm going to put all these in parentheses just to be careful. Especially the ones that are outside. Okay, and then from there we apply double angle identity to get to the final part.